Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to W2W Racing, powered by Jade Finance Australia. Tonight we are at Willow Springs International Motorsport Park for round 12, the last round of the season. In the commentary box tonight with me, I've got Havoc. How you going, Havoc?
Yeah, good mate. Looking forward to this final round to see who wins the championship.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. The championship is still up for grabs, so we will find a winner here tonight. So we've got 69 laps here. This is a Super Enduro, so 69 laps around Willow Springs. So it's going to be an interesting one. The guys are going to have to concentrate for a long time, as this track holds no prisoners. If you go off, you will lose a lot of time. You'll be playing in the sand.
Yeah, expect a lot of fatigue to set in, especially after the hour mark. It doesn't matter who you're waving, these top drivers may struggle after a good solid hour on this track of concentration. You'll see a couple of frills and spills and hopefully some fantastic racing.
Yeah, exactly. So let's open the track and let's get these guys out for the last qualifying session of season 11. So they'll get 10 minutes to set their qualifying times and then we'll get the race started. Alright, just let the guys know the track is open. The boys all file out of the pits, ready to go. We'll let the grid settle and then we'll run through the field and introduce your drivers for tonight.
Yeah, certainly. Your ex has gone out there and he's up. Yeah, okay. Boys decided to make the jump.
I think they all had a agreement between themselves that they would all do the jump as they left the pits. So hopefully they get that out of the system and they're not doing the jump in their race.
Yes, certainly they'll do this and then settle down. I think once a few people start to get going on here, certainly it's a final farewell to the season and the last little bit of fun before we set in for some serious stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Have you had much practice around here during the week, Havoc? And what times do you think we'll be expecting out of the Division 1 guys for qualifying?
For qualifying? 116s maybe, 117s. I've seen down in the 115s at some points. Yeah, it would certainly be interesting. And yeah, I'm very slow on this track, haven't been very new to all this. So, and don't forget, guys, that and registering for season 12 closes tonight at midnight. So if you're currently registered and wish to race next season, make sure you get registration in by midnight tonight. And if you're looking to join us, please do. And don't forget, some guys are on controllers, some guys are on wheels, and you don't have to have $1,000 set up to get going in this league, and a pretty good bunch of guys as well.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone is welcome here at W2W Racing. Doesn't matter what your skill level is. And even the higher skill guys are happy to give out pointers and then help teach some of the more inexperienced guys. So don't be afraid to join in. I mean, I was in that point when I first heard about W2W. I wasn't, I was a bit worried about joining, but then jumped straight in, and the guys are fantastic, helped me out, and yeah, I love it. So I can't speak more highly of the boys here at W2W Racing. All right, we'll jump on with Go as he's coming around the last corner, and he is on a flying lap. See what he can set. So Go Racing there for CP Motorsports as he comes across the line with a 116.9. We'll jump back on with Chris for Scuderia Quadrifoglio. Him and Go the contenders for the Division 1 Championship. So they'll be racing each other. Chris is about to come across the line. He's going to set a 116.953. Super close between the top two.
0.089 separating the pair of them.
Oh, and we've got Tate 2J, another CP Motorsports up there in first. He's taking it with a 116.7. And Corbin for El Plan the Jade Finance Australia L Plan entry. He has a 116.8 up there in second.
Yeah, expect the guys to come in for another set of tyres on the next lap or so. They'll maybe do one more flying lap and then pull in and go out again. Whilst the other guys are completing their first hot laps. All very close. Pure Axle down at 0.060 behind Zoo. And KZ 0.261 in 7th currently. As we see Goat go into the pits for another set of softs to come out again.
Yeah, and behind KZ we've got the 180 embroidery TDR entry of Super Dragon. And behind Super Dragon we have Madriski again for L Plan, Jade Finance Australia.
And then Stefco again for TDR, Team TDR, and Dale Keats there as well, with the wrestler and Captain Lowside coming up the wall there. So rounding off our lineup for the moment. As we see Corbin come out of the pits with another set of tyres on behalf of Jade Finance L Plan.
Yeah, so Tate, they're up there in first at the moment. He's bettered his time. He's got a 116.3. And looks like Pure Axle's there in second with a 116.6.
Followed by DJ Stefco, 0.130 behind Pure Axle. And Zoo is 0.097 behind Stefco, with Corbin 0.029. As you can see, the top 5 all very close, and likewise for the rest of the field. Anyone's going for these positions, and it's very crucial for these guys to get in the top 4 or 5 at the beginning so they can get their strategy. Otherwise, their strategy is going to be pretty mixed up during the race.
Yeah, that's right. We'll jump on with Goat as he just rounds the first corner there. He's gone in for his new soft tyres. He's on lower fuel, so he should be able to see some purple sectors out of Goat here. Just coming up to a tricky part of the track.
Yeah, sector 1 is 0.024 slower. He'll be looking to gain that and get past that as he goes round these corners at the top of the hill there.
Yeah, so we'll say he's on the back straight now, coming up to this what's known as Wings Leg. He's up on his personal time. He's not purple though. And coming up to probably one of the hardest corners on the track. If you don't get the braking marker right, you will end up on the left side and run wide off the track. He's managed that last corner well, so he's on the straight. We'll see what he can do. So he's better this time, a 116.2.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's put him up into second place at the moment, although I believe, yeah, Pure Axle's in the pits and he's on a 16.6, I think, from memory. So Pure Axle just sitting in the pits, not sure what he's doing. Maybe he's happy with his time.
Yeah, sure.
Now we've got Zuzu there for the Damn Hexicans, the AMS excavation entry up there in second. Zuzu's had a up and down season so far, but he's sitting in second at the moment for the last round. I think he'll be happy with that. Surprisingly, Fixer Chris is down there in 9th at the moment. With a championship battle between himself and Goat, he'll hope to improve.
Yeah, certainly Pure Axle's had a fantastic season. He's done well to get. He's the only other driver other than the top 2 to get a win this season in Div 1. So certainly congratulations to him on a fantastic season. I'm currently on board with Fixer Chris, sitting down here in 9th as he goes, as approaches Wings Leg towards the sweeper. looking to try and better his hot lap time, and he's down by 0.586 on this lap. I don't think he'll be breaking it this lap. He'll be pushing on the next one.
Yeah, up there, he took the corner and got two wheels up in the air, so that cost him a bit of time. So unfortunately, I don't think he's going to better his time here. He should be able to get one more run in, or one or two more runs in before the race starts.
Yeah, Dale Keats is off at the back here and struggling to get back on. May just have to reset to get back on there. Go back to the pits and go again at the back. Meantime, so currently Tate in first place, and Zoo 0.326 behind him, with Goat 0.037 behind Zoo. DJ Stefko 0.037 behind Goat, and Corbin 0.126 behind Stefko. That's Corbin CCH, of course, 199.
And there you go, Fixer Chris has jumped back into the pits. He's got his preferred starting tyre for this for his strategy, so he'll be up there in I believe 7th or 8th for the start of the race. And his main rival tonight, which is Goat, is up there in 3rd, so Chris having some work to do, I guess. But it is a long race, 69 laps. It's not all about the starting position here. You've got to make sure you keep out of trouble and keep it on the track.
Yeah, certainly the strategies that I've been working on for this track, it's certainly 4 different ones worked out, and there's up to a 4 or 5 minute difference from the slowest to the fastest strategy. So pit stops are going to be crucial, and tyre wear is going to be crucial in the long run.
Here we go. All right, congratulations, Tate, for taking out pole for the last round of the season. We'll jump on with Goat there in 4th. For the start of the race, so we're just waiting for the lights to come on. There we go, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, the revs build, and we're away for the last round of the season. Fairly even start by all the guys at the moment, although we've got CCH looking down the inside of DJ Stefko in 6.
Stefko giving him plenty of room. As CCH tries to go around the outside. Stefko's holding it tight on the inside, but Corbin is taking him. Just trying to slip behind there.
Yeah, just up ahead we've got a Zoo on the outside of Goat there in 4th. Oh, Zoo catches a bit of sand. He's managed to hold on to that. So that's got Goat there in 3rd.
So Goat in 3rd, Zoo in 4th. And something has happened to KT. He must have had an off here with some, he's just cruising around and dropping around here. So I don't know what's going on there with him. But meantime, onto the racing. Dragon's pushing hard on mid. And seem to file round as we head down to Wing's leg for the first time and through the swing.
Yeah, so it's a tough track to pass around here. I mean, some of the passing positions are probably at the end of the straight, at the first corner there, and maybe at the top of the track into that horseshoe there at the top.
Yep, and Dragon's already into the pits straight away. He's done his 1 lap on hards, and obviously deciding that it's quicker to do a lap on hards, and then I believe he may go on the softs here.
There you go, so yeah, the 1 lap on hards, interesting there.
Oh, he's straight into the mediums. There you go. So, got these hards out of the way nice and quick.
Yeah, so the compulsory tyre tonight is all the compounds, so hard, medium and soft. So everyone will have to run 1 stint on all those tyres. And yeah, some of the boys opting to get those hards out of the way.
And especially with these pit stops and all these tyres required, it's going to be very difficult to work out who is where until the final 10 or 15 laps, to be honest.
Yeah, so we'll just jump up to 1st and 2nd as we've got Pure Axel looking down the inside through this corner. Tate not making it easy. A little bit of door touching there, but yeah, Tate's let Pure Axel through. Pure Axel with a good pass there.
And Tate might try and come back here. He's got the run in the slipstream up to the first corner, up to Kestrel corner.
To make a move. Oh, he is.
He dives up the inside and he's got it. He's got that. Can he make it stick? Pure Axel, they're giving each other good room as we head into Rabbit's Ear, and Tate's quite nicely in front now. And I don't believe Pure Axel will have another chance to overtake, maybe till we head back down to Monroe Ridge and Wings Leg as we go around the back of the track.
Yeah, Tate didn't want to give up that first position. Thought maybe he might want to follow and try and conserve some fuel, but it's not in the playbook for him tonight. And that's allowed Goat down there in third to catch these two. So this battle for first has now become between the two, has now become between the three.
Yeah, all three of them on soft tyres, as mentioned there, and they will probably go to lap 7 or 8 and then into the pits as they're both on soft. They're all three of them on soft, so this is going to be very interesting very early on. As we head into the main straight, Goat's got a good slipstream.
Yeah, Tate got a bit of dirt and got a little bit sideways out there, and Goat gives Pure Axel a push. So Goat just happy to sit behind at the moment and conserve some fuel. Oh, a bit of door touching between Tate and Pure Axel. No love lost between these two.
He's giving Tate the hurry up as well, and now he's up the inside of Pure Axel.
Yeah, that's opened the door for Goat. Goat's looking to take second off Pure Axel here. Though Pure Axel's going to have the inside for this next corner.
And Goat wisely backs off and just slips in behind and takes the opposite apex. As we go through the Budweiser balcony. And a little bit spaced out, Goat now taking second after all that action.
Yeah, so Tate and Pure Axel definitely not holding back in the opening laps.
Yeah,
just playing it smart, just waiting and making the most of the battle there.
Yeah, certainly. And just worth noting, Corbin's actually on mediums behind him, so behind that group of three. So he's just sitting there doing his strategy. Obviously different to these guys, so don't expect him to catch up too much. He'll just carry on and take the lead once they pit on lap 7 or 8. As we're on lap 5, we'll take you through our top three and through our leaderboard here. Tate ahead by 0.473, Goat 0.2 ahead, 0.2 in front of Pure Axel. Pure Axel immediately behind Goat, 1.1. Corbin there behind Pure Axel, 1.9, and Zoo behind Corbin, 1.7 behind him.
Yeah, behind Zuzu we've got Fixer Chris there in 6. He's currently started on the medium tyre. And then behind Fixer Chris we have Madriski, also on the medium tyre. And then in 8th position we have Kay Zadro on the soft tyre. He did have that issue on the opening lap where he let everyone through. And then we have Captain Lowe's side, who has already pitted and he's on his soft tyre, followed by Super Dragon. Again, he also pitted. Dale Teeks there in 11th, Wrestler in 12th, and DJ Sefco in 13th. Again, those last 5 have pitted and gotten off the hard tyre and now on to their medium tyre.
Yeah, but as we've been talking there, Goat has taken the lead. Tate is now hard on his rear, just giving him the hurry up a couple of times around the Rabbit's Ear there. As Pure Axel goes up the inside of Tate as they exit the Rabbit's Ear. Tate have the inside line and it holds it into the inside there.
Yeah, Tate not wanting to give up. He's fighting here with everything he's got.
Pure Axel decides just to hold off there and just wait for a mistake or take it as he goes down the wings leg. Up and over Monroe's Ridge and down the wings leg. And may have a good run into the sweeper.
Yeah, Tate just closing the door there. Pure Axel was definitely looking up the inside.
Just going to look for the slipstream up the main straight. If we can hold it through here quite nicely.
Yeah, Tate's got a good run out of that last corner though.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be catching him as they go into the Castrol corner at the first turn here.
So all this battling between Tate and Pure Axel is just playing into the hands of Goat, and at the moment this championship is in the hands of Goat. So just to keep you guys at home updated, PLE Goat has to finish in front of Chris to win the championship. He must finish 4th or higher and in front of Chris. So at the moment, 7 laps in, Goat's looking in a good position, but we've still got a long way to go.
Yeah, certainly 90 minutes of this track is challenging. And you'll find lots of time gained and lost.
So we're on the 7th lap now. So we might be expecting some of the guys to enter the pits. Is that correct?
Yeah, the top 3 should be in. Staying up. Goat. Pure Axel's staying up for another lap, so is Goat. They're pushing those tyres to the max. Tate's out there as well. His tyres are only half that of Pure Axel and Goat. So, he'll do well to get around.
Yeah, Tate is on a controller, so that explains his. Oh, and Goat's got an issue.
Yep, his tyre. No, his tyres are. I would have thought he got through there, but.
Yeah, interesting there. The hazards were on, so I'm not sure if he what was happening, but that's allowed Pure Axel through. He's in the lead at the moment, and we've got Goat looking up the inside of Tate now, and yeah, Goat's through. Tate's tyre is completely gone. He must be struggling out there to turn that car.
Yeah, certainly. You need to be in at the end of lap 7 to survive going that 8th lap. Yeah, and his tyre's completely gone now. He'll struggle to get around that last bend at full pace. He'll definitely have to slow considerably, which will play directly into the hands of CCH 199 Corbin as Zoo comes through to take that from Corbin. Zoo on his mediums, and Corbin is also lost his tyres. The front left is completely gone with him now. Yep, and Tate's taking the shortcut into the pits there, as you can here. And
yeah, so
majority in.
Yeah, Tate and CCH are both on controller, both extremely fast drivers, but unfortunately the advantage of having a wheel is that tyre wear. You're able to save a lot more tyre than you will on a controller. But yeah, they'll do what they can tonight.
Yeah, certainly. That just goes to show if those 2 guys are on controllers and they're in Division 1 and still doing great guns. There's some of us with wheels and God knows what else down in Divisions 3, 4, and don't forget good old D-League down there where we all start off. And we can't even match these guys on controllers, so kudos to them for doing a great job even just with the controllers.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so at the moment we've got Zuzi out there in the lead, hasn't been in for a pit stop just yet. And then we have Fixer Chris down there in 2nd, and Madruski in 3rd. And then we've got Goat, only 7.5 seconds off the lead, but he has made a pit stop, so not too far away.
Pure Axel 0.9 behind Goat. And still going there with his hards, and Goat is on softs and Pure Axel is on hards, so
yeah, so they've
Goat to pull away a bit.
Yeah, definitely they've come out on 2 different tyres, so Pure Axel actually came out in front of Goat, but Goat on the superior tyre just got past Pure Axel fairly easy there, and now he'll be looking to chase down the top 3.
Yeah, certainly, and Tate's back here in 7th now and onto his medium stint. Maybe get that away nice and early, coming up on Captain Lowside, who's on his soft tyre and possibly on his last lap on those softs if he wants to stay on the track.
believe Captain, yeah, definitely Captain will probably in this lap for sure, I'd say.
Dragon in the TDR 180 embroidery car is on halfway through his medium set, so he'll get the stint through and out, I'd say. Meanwhile, Dale Keats is 28 seconds behind the lead and 10 seconds behind Dragon on the fresh set of softs, and DJ Stefko in the TDR 180 embroidery, and then Kay Zedro 36 seconds off the lead and 5.6 seconds behind Stefko.
Yeah, just speaking about 180 Embroidery, they're one of our team sponsors, and they're sponsoring Team Dodgy Racing. So I'd like to just give them a quick shout out. 180 Embroidery provide quality embroidery and vinyl printing services for a large range of schools and workplace uniforms, sportswear and promotional products. So whether you're a farmer, a frontline worker or anyone in between, they've got you covered. We have a wide range of clothing brands for any situation, so definitely check them out at 180embroidery.com.au. So once again, thank you to 180 Embroidery for sponsoring Team Dodgy Racing this season. Alright, so yeah, we've got Goat closing that gap down on Madriski down there in third. Now Goat's only 4.5 seconds off the lead.
Top three all mediums are starting to get to the latter end of those medium tyres, and Goat's still on a nice set of softs. He'll pick up those three over the next couple of laps and return to the lead, I expect. As we see Zoo go into the pits for Dan Hexicans, who are sponsored by AMS Excavations. And he's back out onto a fresh set of softs.
Yeah, AMS Excavations, another sponsor, as you just said, for Dan Hexicans. AMS Excavations have been providing quality excavation services to Metro and Greater Sydney for the past 5 years. They are driven by their reputation for providing a high-quality work. As true excavators, they will leave no stone unturned when it comes to meeting and exceeding their clients' requests. You can find out more at www.amsexcavations.com.au. So thanks to AMS Excavations.
As you see, Fixer Chris currently taking the lead on, and he's on some warm mediums, so next couple of laps, maybe lap 14, I would expect him in to change onto maybe some softs. He's done his hards and mediums.
Yeah, Chris is a little bit of a wizard when it comes to strategies. He's always a bit different to the rest of the crew. He comes up with his own thing, so I'll be interested to see what he does. So we've got the top two of the championship, Fixer Chris and Goat in 1 and 2 at the moment. Goat has made a stop already. Chris hasn't stopped just yet. So they're in completely different strategies. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the last stint of this race between these two.
Yeah, sure to expect this to be the final few laps. Expect these two to be battling it out similar to this. However, with Fixer Chris being on his own strategy and on warm mediums, and Goat being on softs, although Fixer Chris won't know that, as good of friends as those two people are, yeah, I think Fixer Chris will be wise to just let him go and by, or he may even get into the pits before Goat gets near him.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Chris doesn't jump into the pits, how hard he'll make it for Goat to try and get around. Chris is a very smart driver with a high racing IQ, so I don't think he'd want to fight too much. But there you go, Chris jumps into the pits. So they both sound their horn to give
a salute to each other as they go past. It's worth mentioning these two that are battling out at the top of Division 1 here, they are great friends as well. They are both true gentlemen when it comes to motor racing, as young head on young Goat there, and Fixer Chris as well, and their knowledge and their racing ability. The pair of them has certainly given me a lot of guidance, and a lot of guys in all the divisions, and helps out a lot. So thanks to both of them, and thanks for entertaining us with some fantastic racing all season.
Yeah, definitely great words there, Havoc, for both those guys and the rest of Division 1 and the whole team and everyone that races at Will2W Racing. Top bunch of blokes, and if you join any league, definitely look at Will2W Racing. I mean, the guys here alone, just joining in the banter is sometimes even better than the racing. So, yeah.
As we see Zoo come up on pure axle here, he's maybe looking to get past him. As Zoo is on a set of softs and pure axle's running hards at the moment.
Yeah, so Zoo definitely getting a way better exit out of that corner, and just she's going to glide on past. Nothing pure axle can really do about that. Pure axle just tucks into the slipstream of Zoo. So 15 laps in of a 69-lap race. Haven't had any major issues yet, which is good.
Yeah, we've had very little offs or very little incidents from the whole lot of it. So all the drivers doing very well to stay on the track.
As I say, that Tate took a lot of dirt there, and I thought he was going for an excursion, but managed to stay on the track, which is good. There we go. We've got teammates in Madruski and CCH very close to each other.
Yep, a pair of them racing for L Plan, sponsored by Jade Finance there.
Yeah, so CCH is the team owner of L Plan. And then we've got Madruski. Madruski's on the medium tyre and Corbin on the hard, so I'm not sure if they're in a team chat, but I dare say Madruski would want to get past Corbin as soon as he can to maximise the grip of those medium tyres.
Yeah, certainly Corbin would do well to just pull aside and let him through, and then use his slipstream to save some fuel, some tyre wear on his hards. I'm pretty sure they would be in the team chat talking about this as we speak.
There we go, we've got Pure Axle in. He's coming off the hard tyre. We've also got Dale Teeks in, who's coming off the soft, and DJ Stefko is coming off the soft tyre. So we still got Madruski behind Corbin. I mean, if I was Madruski, I'd, there you go. Corbin's running a little bit wide there.
And he's, still not surprising them through. He may do as we go over.
And that's just opened the door for Captain. As Captain comes up the inside of Madruski into that left-hand corner.
He's very familiar to a certain Formula One incident. Captain Lowside is up there in 6th, in between the pair of them, and Madruski just giving a little hurry up behind him now. Captain Lowside on the softs out.
Yeah, he's on soft tyre. No, I was just going to say, Madruski not being able to get past Corbin, team owner, and Corbin on the harder tyres really compromised Madruski here, I reckon. I think it's hurting his race.
Certainly not helping him as they go around the rabbits here. And Captain Lowside will be looking to get through there because Corbin is on the hard tyres and Captain Lowside is on the softs, so he'll be pushing to get through.
Captain there for 13R Autosports making the move on CCH.
Getting a bit close over the top of the Budweiser balcony. And Captain Lowside starting to pull away there.
Yeah, so Madruski again back on the rear bumper of CCH. What's going to happen between these two teammates?
He's got a good run. They're going through the sweep and into turn 9.
just lets off the accelerator there. Didn't want to make a move into this hard right-hander.
So if he gets a slow entry, fast exit, get a good slipstream on the down the start finishing line into Castrol Corner. And he's through.
There he goes, finally made the move.
Wide, but still makes it good.
Yeah, so we should see Madriski pull away from Corbin with the two different tyre compounds.
So taking you into lap 18, we have Zoo in the lead ahead of Fixer Chris by 2.8 seconds. Fixer Chris ahead of Goat by 1.4 seconds. Goat ahead of Tate by 0.9 seconds, and Tate ahead of Captain Lowside by 1.4 seconds.
Yeah, so Goat has come into the pits again for soft tyres. He should pull the gap down to Fixer Chris very fast here, as Chris is on half-worn softs. Just to note, their fuel consumption between Chris and Goat is identical at the moment.
Yeah, certainly Tate on way less fuel, getting towards the end of his mediums now. And Tate's certainly the surprise of this round. Certainly, given the whole season, didn't expect him to be pushing for the top there. It's makes a nice change. Maybe he can be only the fourth person this season to get a win here. Fingers crossed for him.
Yeah, Tate's doing extremely well here tonight. To keep up with these, with Chris and Goat and battling with Puroxo earlier on. And Tate's always had the pace there in him. I don't think he's managed to get much practice in this season, unfortunately, with his busy schedule. So Tate's definitely a very fast driver, and yeah, definitely showing the pace here tonight.
Has Sue just slipping and sliding into the pits there to change his tyres. He's on the very edge of no tyre at all there on his front left.
There you go, so we've got the Fixer Chris up there in the lead with Zoo pulling into the pits and Goat only 8 tenths behind. So now it's going to be really interesting to see how hard Chris battles here with Goat. Is he going to make the pass? I dare say Goat will get past him quite easily on the fresh softs, but how hard will Chris make it for him?
Again, with the strategies, I believe they won't bother fighting too much until we get to closer to the end. Certainly not worth getting tangled up mid-race and losing a whole heap of time.
Yeah, that's right. I have to agree with you there. The fighting just, ruins your tyres even quicker, and then you tend to use a little bit more fuel because you want to push a little bit harder.
Yeah, Goat could probably actually benefit pretty well. He's sitting in slipstream and Fixer Chris and saving some fuel and tyre wear, knowing that can help him in the long run.
Yeah, should be right on Chris's back bumper by the end of the straight here.
Captain Lowside into the pits there. And Dragon has just let DJ Steph go through. As Dragon is on a set of mediums and DJ Steph go on a set of softs. So totally different strategies, playing the team game. Sponsored by 180 Embroidery down at 8th and 9th there. And DJ Steph go making a move to go pits.
Got a bunch of 4 or 5 cars up there from what, fifth to ninth, bunching up a little bit.
Yeah, I think everyone just tiptoeing around there, trying not to make any mistakes, and certainly playing the team game will benefit you a lot if you've got a teammate in this division.
Yeah, interestingly, Goat's been on the rear bumper for a whole lap now of Fixer Chris, and not looking to make a move, it doesn't look like. He's just, yeah, conserving some fuel. Sitting in the slipstream there of Chris.
Yeah, conserving fuel, conserving tyres, and yeah, just that'll may get him the extra lap he needs. Or the lap he might need later on in the race will benefit a lot.
Chris actually might be pulling into the pits this lap, possibly. Just looking at the tyre wear there. I don't think he'd want to go around another lap on that tyre wear.
No, certainly he'll definitely be in. He'll certainly be wise to.
Yeah, as Chris puts the hazards on, just lets Goat know he's going in.
So see what Chris goes on to here. He's still on his softs. He's going to go another set of softs, or is he going to go on his hards?
So I should mention Chris and the team there at Scuderia Quadrifoglio are sponsored by Hybrid Ag. Hybrid Ag is a new sponsor to wheel-to-wheel racing. Hybrid Ag is on a mission to transform food for health by working with forward-thinking growers and the latest in science research. Hybrid Ag are leading the industry in plant nutrition systems to grow healthier, bigger and more sustainable crops. If you'd like to find out more about Hybrid Ag, you can head to their website, www.hybridag.com.au. So thank you to those guys for sponsoring Scuderia Quadrifoglio, and they're also sponsoring our set of competence or ACC league that we've got running on Tuesday and Thursday nights. So if you're watching this and you do like a bit of ACC, you can definitely join the Discord and jump in our ACC league.
Yeah, certainly ACC. Whilst we're racing GT7 here, a whole nother kettle of fish and great fun. And the guys on there also. There's one or two guys that don't race GT7 and prefer that, but a great bunch of guys. Join them there on Tuesday and Thursday nights. I believe it's 7:30. So we're running you down a leaderboard here. Goat ahead by 9.8 seconds from Zoo. Goat is on softs. Zoo is on softs also, and Zoo is 8.6 ahead of Mid, who is 0.6 seconds ahead of Fixer Chris, who is back out on his softs, and Mid is worth mentioning that he's on mediums, so expect Fixer Chris to pass him very soon. And Tate, who is 3.5 seconds behind Fixer Chris and 0.5 seconds ahead of Pure Axel, with Tate being on set of softs and Pure Axel being on mediums. That could be a taste of battle building now at the early to mid stages of this race.
Yeah, as you said, for opening laps, Tate and Pure Axel had a fantastic battle there. So it might reignite here, 24 laps in. But behind Pure Axel, we've got DJ Stefko and DJ Stefko's teammate in 8th, Super Dragon. Then we've got CCH in 9th, Captain Lowside in 10th, Dale Teeks in 11th, K Zadro in 12th, and Wrestler, who's actually jumping up into Division 1. He's taking the drive tonight for Tombo. So shout out to Tombo Wrestler rounding out the field there for the damn Hexicans.
Steph goes into the pits to come off his softs, and maybe another set of softs as we wait for his pit crew to finish there. Expect a 13, 14 second stop for pits just for tyres. Yep, and he's back out on softs again.
Down there in 8th, we've got Captain Lowside looking to make a move on Corbin. Corbin had a big tank slapper out of the first corner there. It's on dirty tyres, so his tyres got to get back up to temp, but it's allowed Captain Lowside through. A lot of Captain Lowside's fuel is flashing, so he'll be in this lap. Oh, and Corbin's off again. Oh, Corbin struggling for a few laps here.
Yeah, so that's going to cost Captain Lowside there because he's must have miscalculated or got a different strategy because he's just going in for fuel, I would assume. Don't know how long he wants to run these mediums.
Yeah, because it looked like he's only done four laps. So whether he's accidentally pushed the X and not fueled up, yeah, so it might have cost him there.
Yeah, one slip of the button with these pit stops or forget where you are, especially in that good hour or so in, it will cost you dearly. So we've got a couple of groups forming. We've got a group of 4 that will form up from 8th to 11th, 12th here. DJ Stefko, Del Teets, Dragon and Kazadro will close in on each other. Meantime, it's a group of 3 between Tate, Mid and Pure Axle. They'll close in on each other. Tate on the softs and the other 2 on the mediums, so Tate will probably do one more lap before he peels off into the pits, although he's struggling around the turn 9 here. Yep, as he goes into the pits. Quite wisely, he doesn't want to stretch him too far. And you'll find Pure Axle and mid will go another lap and probably come in themselves, both on medium tyres, about the same way, seem to be on a similar strategy.
Yeah, just want to say if you're enjoying the stream tonight, make sure to hit that like button. Helps the stream get out there amongst the YouTube world and helps support Wheel-to-Wheel racing. Also, just want to give a shout out to some of the people watching tonight in the chat. Mrs. Stefko, surely cheering on her husband DJ Stefko there. We've got Dodgy86, the team owner of TDR. Also got Tombo. And last season's Division 1 champion Apex Humper. I hear he'll definitely be back for season 12, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see the battle between Apex Humper and the new Division 1 championship, whether that would be Chris or Goat. Broken Spokes out there in the comments. Shout out to everyone there. And thank you guys for supporting Wheel-to-Wheel racing.
Yeah, certainly mentioned there the teams TDR and Scuderia Quadrifoglio. They're the top 2 in the team championship at the moment, with TDR leading by around about 451 points. So these results might have an impact on that. DJ Stefko down in 7th and Dragon in 8th for TDR. And Fixer Chris up there in 2nd for Team Scuderia Quadrifoglio. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Certainly the team championship up for grabs here today as well.
Yeah, I think Goat may have had a slight issue there somewhere because Chris has closed the gap. There was about, I think, 3 or 4 seconds. Now it's only down to half a second.
Yeah, Goat's on a fresh set of softs. Tyres may have been a bit cold and he might have been pushing too hard too early. And Fixer Chris, these softs are over halfway worn, so you expect Goat to pick up, even though he did make a mistake in the game as a little slide there, but still going okay.
Do you remember at all if Goat has run the hard tyre? I believe he's run the medium.
I don't believe he's run hard yet.
So that'll be interesting because Chris started on medium, so maybe he hasn't run the hard either. So I think they've done both medium and soft, so...
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether they run the hard, how many laps they run the hards for, because I do believe mathematically it will be quicker to, with the pit stops only being 14 seconds for tyres, if you're only going to take on all tyres, to do one lap on hards, come in and then run a couple of sets of softs for the same distance. They're very close, and you may gain something from it, so it'll be interesting to see how long they go on the hards when they do put them on.
Just looking through the field, this seems to be the closest battle so far. Down there in 5th, we've got DJ Stefko not too far off the back of Pure Axle. Pure Axle is on the fresher soft tyre, so he should be able to maybe pull away from DJ. DJ got a good run out of that last corner, and the time he's actually coming down.
Yeah, he's 2 seconds quicker. I think Pure Axle would have made a mistake on that previous lap, pulled 1:19.2 compared to Stefko's 1:16.8, so maybe a little mistake there from Pure Axle's allowed that Stefko to catch up.
I believe the 1:19s are the outlaps, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's that would explain the 1:19. Yeah, everyone's sitting in about the 1:17s. Although Chris and Goat doing 1:16s, high 1:16s. Tate 2J with the fastest lap of the race so far with the 1:16.2.
Yeah, certainly Tate could have a say in who takes home the Division 1 championship if he comes into play in the top 3 here. It certainly looks like he will be making an impact. So to run through our leaderboard, Goat is 1.4 ahead of Fixer Chris, who is 16 seconds ahead of Tate, and Tate is 2.8 seconds ahead of Zoo, with Zoo being 7.8 seconds ahead of Pure Axle, who is 1.0 seconds in front of DJ Stefko, and Stefko is 4.7 seconds ahead of Dragon, with Mid in 8th, 3.7 seconds ahead of Dal Teeks, who's 2.3 ahead of Captain Lowside, who's 6.0 ahead of CCH199. As Fixer Chris comes into the pits now.
Yeah, Chris into the pits. So just looking at the fuel, Chris has got more fuel than Goat, so it'll be interesting to see when Goat stops. If Chris is... With Chris having more fuel, they might come out neck and neck. But Goat's definitely got a couple more laps to go before he comes into the pits. So Chris has come out there in 3rd position just behind Tate. Should be able to catch Tate pretty quickly, and Tate's been pretty hard to pass, so we'll see how Chris can handle that.
It'll certainly be worth keeping with that battle for a second, and when Goat does stop, he's got an 18-second lead at the moment, so Tate's holding up Fixer Chris pretty well for Goat there. With an 18-second lead, 14-second pit stop for tyres. As Goat should be around for another 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, we might not be able to see that battle between Tate and 2J as Tate's fuel is flashing. I think he'll probably come into the pits this lap. Oh no, he's going around one more time. Probably to the dismay of Chris.
Yes, Chris will certainly be asking what's there.
I think Chris would have loved to have seen Tate just pull off and open the track up for himself.
Yes, but also this will be giving Chris a bit more fuel, saving him burning so much fuel being in the slipstream if he just wants to sit here for a lap or so. But it just depends how much time he's actually losing to go to the front now. With Goat still being 17.9 to 18 seconds ahead of Tate and Fixer Chris.
I tell you what, Chris has been, Tate's been doing some really good times on those worn tyres. This last lap, 117 flat, which is, about there with like fresher tyres as well. So Chris has been doing high 116s. Like Chris is looking to go around the outside. It's not going to happen. I don't think Chris knows that Tate needs to come into the pits here. Yeah, Chris looking for the switchback.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, remember, it's worth remembering that, if for us lower division guys, we need to learn how to use our indicators. These guys you just saw there, Tate put his left indicator on to let Chris know that he needed to pit. Bit of last second, but Chris picked up pretty good on it and didn't do anything silly, so showing his driver skills there.
Yeah, could have been messy there, but they've managed it well.
And take back out onto a fresh set of softs, and just about, I believe, there's only one driver on mediums.
I believe Goat's going to be coming into this into the pits this lap. So you were saying it's about 14 seconds for just tyres?
Yep.
Oh no, he's going around one more time.
Yeah, he's expect Goat's next stop to be for both fuel and tyres, and I would expect he would run the hards. We're midway through the race now, 35 laps in, 69 lap race. Time to do it is, say about another, it's about 20 second stop for a full tank on top of tyres.
So that would see Chris probably come out just in the lead by about 2 seconds. If it's about 20 seconds. But we'll see what happens now because, as Goat will definitely be in this lap for fuel and tyres.
Yeah, the refuel rate here is, as for all our races, are 5 litres a second, and the car carries a 100 litre tank, so expect that to be about 20 seconds.
Yeah, as Goat rounds the last corner and pulls off into the pits. Okay, so we'll just jump on board with Chris and see what happens with where Goat's going to come out. I think Goat will want to hope to come out between Chris and Zuzu. Although Zuzu jumped into the pits, so that's not going to be the issue. There you go, Goat leaving the pits now. So Goat's, once it settles out, about 3 seconds off Fixer Chris. He's out there in first.
Yeah, so 36 laps in, we've got Fixer Chris. Fixer Chris makes a slight mistake, goes off a bit there. And he's 3.8 ahead of Goat, who is 5.8 ahead of Pure Axel, and Pure Axel 8 seconds ahead of Zoo, who is 7.4 seconds ahead of Tate, who is 2.7 seconds ahead of Majewski, who is 5.2 ahead of Stefko, 3.1 ahead of Corbin, CCH 199, and Dragon 1.4 ahead of Darryl Teeks, who is 6.3 ahead of K Zadro, and he is 5.5 seconds ahead of Captain Lowside, who is 44 seconds ahead of Wrestler, who is turning over the laps there, doing a great job for standing for Tombo there.
Yeah, Wrestler, actually the owner and operator of AMS Excavations. So shout out to you, Wrestler, for jumping up to Div 1 and mixing up with these boys here on a tough track, tough round.
Yeah, not only that, if he's got his own race to do as well, he's out there for 3 hours solid,
Yeah.
so that is a big ask and a big delivery, so thank you, sir, that's good.
Yeah, so even though Goat's come out on fresher tyre, that gap of 3.8, about 4 seconds, is Chris has been able to maintain that. So we're just about, we're just over halfway through the race. Chris started in 7th and Goat started in 3rd, so the tables are turning a little bit here. Chris's strategy looks like it's paying off at the moment.
Yeah, the only battle seems to be worth mentioning at the moment is 5th, 6th and 7th between Mid, Pure Axel and DJ Stefko. The three of them all on Pure Axel on softs and DJ Stefko on softs, with Mid on mediums that are pretty well worn at 75% gone. So I expect Pure Axel to get past Mid and Stefko too, but Stefko a little bit further back than Pure Axel is from Mid, so
yeah, Pure Axel should definitely make light work of Madriski here on these fresher soft tyres. Be interested to see if Madriski is filling in for Scooter 82 tonight, how hard he makes it for Pure Axel. Pure Axel might just stick it up the inside, although Madriski's just placed his car in the perfect position, not enough room for Pure Axel to go up the inside. Madriski's going to have the, there you go, backs off. Lets Pure Axel through. Now Madriski's going to have to keep an eye on the rear mirror again, as he's got DJ right behind him.
There's the exit Budweiser balcony and out to Monroe Ridge and up Wings leg. Stefko should have a good run up here. Into the slipstream and pulls out, and should get him as they head into the sweeper. Should have the inside line neck and neck. Yep, as he takes the racing line through there. And Mid really not battling too much on those mediums that are pretty well worn on the front left.
Yeah, I thought he would have come into the pits there, but he's going around again.
Again, like we were saying, most drivers just choosing to play the strategy game rather than the battling game of just on-track position.
Yeah, I should mention again, if you do want to join the league, registrations are open for Season 12. We have a open Group 3 rounds, and we have also the Group 3 Porsche Cup for Season 12. So if that interests you, definitely head over to our Facebook page and hit that Discord link, and you can sign up there and join in the racing. Just keeping on Chris and the Goat. Goat's only managed to bring in about a second on Fixer Chris after coming out on those fresher soft tyres. So Chris has done well to only lose a second to to Goat.
Yeah, as Fixer Chris's tyres are past their use by date, he'll be in at the end of this lap. And Goat's still another 4 laps, say, to run on those softs. 20 laps remaining.
Yeah, I might give a shout out to another one of our sponsors, BQS Group. BQS Group is an integral provider of transport and logistics solutions Australia-wide. Since 2003, the team at BQS have been customising solutions for their broad range of clients and partners. You can find out more at bqs.com.au. So thank you to BQS for being a sponsor of Season 11. Alright, so Chris has come out of the pits about 16.5 seconds behind Goat. But Chris does have Zuzu there in second that he's going to have to get past. Zuzu's about 2.5 seconds up the road.
Yeah, expect Fixer Chris to catch him after another lap or two, by which time I imagine Zoo will be coming into the pits, so not sure whether he'd choose to battle him again or just sit behind him and use his slipstream to conserve some fuel and tyre wear.
So we have K Zadro there in the pits. KZ's usually towards the pointy end, so having a tough time here at Big Willow. But he's the team owner of Scuderia Quadrifoglio. And they're looking good to take out the team's championship, so I'm sure he'll still be happy tonight.
Stefko looking good in 5th there for the TDR, and Dragon in 7th. Certainly the points may be spread across there. As we see Dragon come into the pits off his worn softs. He will need to bring some fuel on board. And as we wait for the fuel to go in, he's off again. You get enough fuel for 8 laps on these softs. Usually get 8 laps out of the set of softs and 12 out of mediums. And then hards, I believe you can go for about 20 on those if you wanted to, but you'd be way slower than taking the set of softs. As we see Dragon battling Corbin back here, both on softs, and Dragon having just come out the pits as we were saying. CCH coming up the back of Dragon there, and may get a run on him as we go down Monroe, out of Budweiser Balcony and down Monroe Ridge.
Yeah, Dragon just got a little bit sideways there, so just compromise the axle a little bit.
Interesting to see how they go down Wings Leg and the sweeper. Slipstream, expecting to close in on this lap, I'd say. Although Dragon does have the fresher tyres and should now start to warm up a bit, enough for him to get better grip this lap.
Yeah, you got to hand it to these guys here in Division 1. There are 43 laps in and not one major off, which is no easy feat around here. I mean,
yeah, certainly.
So easy just to put a tyre on the dirt and either spin or the dirt just pulls you, sucks you off the track.
Yeah, certainly the high-speed corners, especially coming out the sweeper into turn 9, will catch you out. That's sudden shot. If you miss your braking marker and turning marker there, you are literally gone.
Alright, we've got Goat coming up to back marker, and as I said, that DJ's off. DJ just caught the tail end of that. He was off. He was quite far off the track, and he's been reset. So first major incident of the race.
Sorry to see that. But certainly if you go off here and you're spinning off in that dirt, if you just turn right and keep heading for the fields, it will reset you. If you don't, you're going to be stuck out there for about 20 seconds trying to get back in. And certainly Corbin closing in on Dragon here. But Corbin with more worn tyres and lighter fuel load.
So speaking about that, we've got Goat just coming out of the pits. Chris has gone past him. There you go, 3 seconds. The gap now from Chris to Goat. So at the moment, it's just tit for tat between these two.
Yeah, certainly. Until, like we were saying before, until we get to the final 10 laps, I don't think, or maybe even the final 8 laps, when we learn everyone's done their final pit stops, we'll learn how close this is going to be. And I reckon it's going to be pretty much how we are now, just a second or two separating the top two, and don't count out Tate on having a say in where this championship goes. It's pretty quick around here.
Yeah, so just reminding everyone at home, Goat must finish 4th or higher and must finish in front of Chris for Goat to win the Division 1 championship, and then Chris has just got to finish for Chris to take out the championship.
Pure Axel just had a moment there at Wing's leg, went off but managed to keep control. He's lost his front life completely. He'll be going around on free tyres trying to lift to the pits to get some new tyres on, and that's just made it easy for Tate to just stroll on by.
So our current top 3 is Fix It Chris for Scuderia Quadrifoglio, PLE Goat for CP Motorsports, and Tate 2J for CP Motorsports. So again, big shout out to Tate. He's doing really well tonight, showing that pace that he just hasn't been able to, I guess, find during the rest of the season, but quality driver.
Yeah, certainly. I don't know if we're going to see in the real life track, the Can-Am category car holds a record of 1:15.9 in a vehicle called the Frisbee Group 2. So it should certainly be interesting to see if we see any 15s as we head into the final laps of this race.
Yeah, we might just jump on with Pure Axel down there in 6. He's closing the gap there on Madriski. Pure Axel on the fresh soft tyre. Madriski's on very worn tyres, so should see Pure Axel make the move here. Madriski runs her a little bit wide. It's on the sand, but gets her back on the tarmac.
Pure Axel will pick up slipstream heading into the first corner, heading in the Castrol corner and into the rabbits here.
And this is where I think Madriski will lose a lot of time on those worn tyres. This long sweeping right-hander.
Don't forget Dragon's back here, just waiting to Stephen Bradbury and just pick up the pieces if there is any from these two as they go around. With the pair of them on softs and battling for position. Pure Axel should carry some more speed with a much lighter fuel load and fresher tyres.
Holding that inside line, not giving anywhere for Pure Axel to go. Although Puraxle dives up the inside, it's a dangerous place to make a move. Although they've done it, and Puraxle gets past cleanly, so well done to Puraxle. Great move there as Madriski now pulls into the pits.
And Dragon follows in behind.
Yeah. Alright, back up the front there. Goat has brought the gap down to fix it Chris to 1.7 seconds. Though Chris looks like he might be coming into the pits.
May leave it one more lap. Ooh, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, he's going for one more.
He's gone. He's going for another lap. I think he'll be able to make it.
It's unfortunate. Just every time we think there might be a little battle between these two, one of them dives into the pits. So let's see if Goat can close the gap and give us a little bit of racing. Yeah. So Goat's last lap was a 1:16.7, where Chris's was a 1:17.1.
And that puts Zoo up into third place for Damn Hexagons there. And it's sponsored by AMS Excavations. And Dragon's just overtaken mid there as well. And Dragon both on softs. And the pair of them yet. Dragon's just managed to get a good run into the final turn 9. And mid made sure to make a move up the inside as we head into the first Castrol corner.
On the previous lap, Madriski was in front of Dragon when they jumped into the pits, and Dragon short fueled a little bit, which has allowed him just to get closer to Madriski and make that move. We've got 20 laps left. There we go, we've got Chris into the pits. Coming out on the soft tyre again. As you said earlier, I think it's definitely going to come down to the last 8 or so laps between Goat and Chris.
Yeah, certainly. And meantime, back here is 7th, 8th, 9th, and maybe even 10th. Bit of a train going on here. Dragon's on softs, Scully's mid, and so is Captain Lightside on half-worn set of softs, and K-Zagro on mediums, pretty worn. So
Yeah, you've got Dale Teeks making a move there on KZ for 10th. Oh, touch a little bit, but KZ's managing to keep Dale Teeks behind him. But Dale Teeks looking up the inside around this corner, around this right-hander. Yeah, he's managed to get it done on the fresher soft tyre. And just up ahead, Captain has caught the back of Madriski.
yeah, certainly that'll be an interesting battle as we head to the end. With 5 of them being so close. With only 19 laps remaining now.
Yeah, so Captain's probably going to go around for one more and then he'll have to jump in the pits, but I'm sure he'll want to be in front of Madriski when he does that. So I don't think Captain will be holding back here. Captain driving for 13R Autosports, currently 3rd in the team's championship.
He's got a good run up this home straight on mid.
Yeah, I just don't think he'll be up close enough to make a move.
Dragon doing a nice job of just holding this steady pace there.
Yeah, Dragon's opened the gap to about 2 seconds now after he passed Madriski. So he's definitely not hanging around. Captain's just going to have to keep one eye on the rearview mirror as Dale Teeks is caught up to the back of these guys. Well, Captain will be into the pits this lap, and that'll open. We'll let Dale Teeks through.
Captain go one more lap, or will he pull in? I expect him to pull in.
Going around again. There you go, Dale Teeks has got a good run on Captain here. Captain just squeezing him on the left side, but Dale Teeks is going to go up the inside here. All going side by side through turn one. Captain's just out in front.
As we go through the rabbits here.
Great defensive driving there by Captain, just showed him the outside, and Captain took the high line around the outside there.
As we go with Budweiser balconies, may take a different apex on the exit.
Oh, a little tap there on Captain, but all good. Dale getting a little bit sideways.
Captain would definitely be in this lap. He would be wise to go in, certainly not stay out.
Yeah, hopefully your Captain throws on his indicator just to let Dale know, otherwise it could get messy here.
And he's in. It's okay, Zedra in there as well. Pick up Stefco, taking a position from Corbin now, going around the outside as they head into Castrol Corner. Corbin's taking it back, CCH 199. And the pair of them both on softs, with CCH's softs way more warm, and Stefco on a fresh set of softs having just come out of the pits.
Yeah, knowing Corbin, he's a tough racer, he's not going to make it easy here for DJ.
DJ can just hold on here and just bide his time till they go over Monroe Ridge and down Wings Leg. And he should be able to get him on the sweeper.
Oh, Corbin on dirt there.
As they go side by side.
Yeah, DJ should just be able to use that superior grip to take it up the inside, which he does. Just up ahead, we've got Dale Teeks on the bumper of Madriski here. To the battle for 7th. Dale Teeks gets a good run. They're coming up to the first corner here. Dale Teeks not far enough up to make a move just yet.
Dale Teeks racing for DAM Hexagons, sponsored by AMS Excavations. Just waiting to see if he's going to make a move mid, catching the dirt a little bit there, got a bit messy, and he's got him.
Yeah, Mid just had to get off the accelerator there, otherwise he risks turning it around. And that just opened the door for Dale, and Dale's through.
Yeah, nice patience there by Dale, didn't push it too much. Good driving by the pair. There's Pure Axles into the pits again.
So there you go, as that action was happening, Goats jumped into the pits and he's come out on the medium tyre. So I dare say he'll go, yeah, we'll have one more stop to jump on the hard tyre.
Yeah, certainly I can't see. He wouldn't take, I believe he still has to go for the hards yet, and there's no chance of him taking 15 laps on medium, so yeah, certainly a couple of stops to come
just as we come towards the pointy end of the race, I just want to give a final shout out to our major sponsor, Jade Finance Australia. Jade Finance Australia are a commercial lending specialist to look after new and used lending for cars, boats, caravans, trucks and plant machinery. Have a look at their website, jade.finance, or contact them by phone on 1300 000 003 to find out more. So thank you to Jade Finance Australia for being our major sponsor here at Waterwheel Racing, and also sponsoring Team L Plan. All right, so what do we think Chris is going to do here, Havoc? He's still got what, probably 3 or 4 laps left, maybe 3 laps on the soft tyre. Although his fuel's not looking great, actually, he might actually be coming in this lap. So that would put him on the mediums to the end. I know he's going one more time.
Yeah, certainly. I think.
So the question is, has he done the hard tyre? I cannot remember.
Yeah, same here. I certainly didn't take note of whether he touched the hards yet. But like I say, that may just be 1 lap on hards, then go straight back onto softs. That being the quicker option for those same amount of laps.
Yeah, because he did start on the medium tyre. So yeah, Chris could be going. Yeah, you're right. So he'd be doing maybe 1 lap on hards and then finish on the soft tyre, where Goat will be doing the rest on mediums and 1 or 2 laps on the hards at the end.
Yeah, not sure what Goat's plan is from here. It's going to be very interesting. And I think that will be the championship decider as to these last couple of pit stops.
So if my maths is correct, Chris will probably have to chase down about 8 seconds or so on the soft tyre, where Goat will probably be on the harder tyre.
You wait to see what Chris is going to come out on whilst he refuels. Meantime, there's a 3 or 4 way battle going on up here with Stefco and Pure Axle. Takes a little bit out in front there, but Pure Axle and Stefco both close again.
Yeah, so just keep everyone updated. Chris did come out on the hard tyre, so expect him to do 1 or 2 laps and then come in for softs. And he looks like he's fueled to the end. But yeah, down there in 5th and 6th, we've got DJ Stefco coming up to the back bumper of Pure Axle.
Expect Stefco to get a run here on, and his tyres are way more warm than
Stefco,
Stefco doing 2 laps on those.
Yeah, Stefco doing really well to stay on the back of these 2 guys, especially with these worn tyre where the Pure Axle is on the fresher soft.
Should get a good run here through wings legging up and through the sweeper. So as we head into the final 10 laps, we've got Goat ahead by 16 to 17 seconds from Fixer, who is 14.6 ahead of Zoo, who is 8.6 ahead of Tate, who is 1.2 ahead of Pure Axle, who is 0.6 ahead of Stefco as we head down the home straight, and then Dragon ahead of Captain Losar by 5.2, with Corbin ahead of Dale Teeks by 1.2, and Mid ahead of Zadro in 11th and Zadro in 12th, 2.5 behind Mid, and then the rest of the back of the field there are do believe he's getting the blue flag as well.
Yeah, wrestler having a bit of trial by fire here, jumping up into Division 1 and at the Big Willow in a Super Enduro. Stepping in for Tombo there. Or fondly known as Renee Gracie in the Discord.
Yep, he'll be proud you mentioned that. And wrestlers jumped into the pits there.
Just up there in 9th, we've got CCH hassling the back of Captain Lowside there.
Yeah, as we come out of Budweiser balcony and down into Monroe Ridge. I don't think the pair of them both have similar fuel, similar tyres, so that's an out-and-out battle. Whether CCH is going to come back and battle as they go down the straight. And Dalteek's just waiting to do the Stephen Bradbury. That's pretty much our main battle at the moment.
Yeah, Corbin gets a good run on Captain. He's going to look up the inside. He does.
Yeah, he takes on Castrol Corner.
Yeah, Captain not making it too hard for Corbin. A nice move there by Corbin. Again, Corbin on the controller, so doing really well to be up there in 8th position in the Super Enduro with the tyre wear disadvantage of being on the controller. So yeah, big shout out to Corbin.
Dalteek's pulling up to rear this battle as well.
Oh,
Corbin's off. No.
Oh god, the commentator's curse does not fail, does it?
Well, despite the commentators cursing that off, this is going to be a freeway battle to the end because they are both all on softs, and I believe they may have already all run their hards and mediums. So,
and we're although Dale takes his fuel to the end, where the other two need to fuel. So definitely be a battle between Corbin and Captain.
Yeah, Dalteek's with that extra fuel will certainly benefit in not having to refuel. Steph goes in the pits and back out. And for me, I'm staying on board here with Dow, coming up inside of Captain Lowside, looking as we head into Budweiser balcony. Try a different apex. Stays in the same. Yeah, certainly if he backs off a little bit here, he'll have a good run out. Good run through Monroe Ridge. Downwind's leg. Expect him to take him at the sweeper.
He's not sure if Dale knows that Captain will be coming in this lap. Looks like Dale was just going to look to get a good run out of this last corner, and he'll be happy to see Captain pull into the pits. So both pull in.
Oh.
Although Dale will definitely jump Captain, as Dale doesn't need to fuel where Captain does. Corbin's also in. 0% fuel.
KZ in front of Goat at the moment. Goat's got a 20-second lead over Fixer Chris. We've got 8 laps to go, 7 now, and he's coming up to some back markers. And well, I say back markers, these guys are still doing great, but he's coming up, and these could certainly play into the hands of Fixer Chris.
Yeah, I do think Chris is in the box seat at the moment because Chris just has to come in for soft tyres and not fuel, whereas Goat's going to have to fuel and he'll be on the harder tyre. Although he won't have many laps to do on the hard tyre, so that might save him there.
Yeah, Chris still on the hard, still going. And Goat on the mediums there. Is he going to come in this lap?
Yeah, I think when Goat comes in, you'll see Chris jump in as well.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Chris might come in this lap. I don't think he wants to spend any more times on those hard tyre.
Yeah, no one does around this circuit. They're pretty, haven't got much grip and not much good for pace.
He's going around again.
Well, maybe he's running to the end with heights. He's certainly, yep, he's got enough fuel, I reckon. So maybe he's going to run hards to the end. In which case, how long will Goat take in the pits with the fuel?
So you're saying it's about 14 seconds for tyres only, and then Goat will only need a little splash and dash. So what, say about 16, 17 seconds?
It's going to be tight. It's certainly going to be tight. I think the average here is 3.7 litres of use a lap. And if you want to do 8 laps, do the maths. And then, and then times that by your fuel rate. The refuel rate of 5 litres a second, that'll give you the seconds. Spent way too much time figuring that out yesterday.
Well, there you go, Goat's in. So he'll have 5 laps left to do on them hards if we're not mistaken. We'll see if Chris jumps into the pits and jumps onto those soft tyres. No, he's going around again. So yeah, Goat is out on Goat's on the hard tyre.
Goat has enough to go to the end, so we could see if both of them on hards running to the end now.
Yeah, I think if Chris comes in and jumps on the soft tyre, he's definitely not going to catch him.
Yeah, so they're both running hards till the end. Certainly seen this in practice during the week when they've had a couple of fun races together. They've been close at the end of the practice races we've been having, so yeah, it should certainly be interesting.
So Goat's come out on the fresher hards where Chris is on the worn hards, and Chris has got a big ass to pull in 3.9 seconds on Goat. It's a very talented driver.
That's a second a lap, basically, of what's left. It's going to be a tall ask. It really is Goats to lose from this point on, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there. Goat's in the box seat to take out the Division 1 Championship.
As we see Zoo come into the pits, that should leave Tate to go through.
Although Zoo's exiting while Tate's only coming around the last corner, so... Oh, and Tate gets a lot of dirt there and gets very sideways out of that corner.
So whilst we've got a moment, just taking you through our leaderboard. Goat ahead by 4 seconds from Fixer Chris, who is 18 seconds ahead of Zoo, who is 11 seconds ahead of Tate, who is 4 seconds ahead of Pure Axel, with Pure Axel being 14 seconds ahead of Dragon, who is 1.3 ahead of Dale Keats.
Yeah, behind Dale Keats. Yeah, we've got DJ Stefko there in 8th. And we have Captain Lowside there in 13th. Followed closely by CCH as a battle to the end between these two. And then in 11th we've got K Zadro, in 12th we have Madriski, and 13th we've got Wrestler. So might just keep an eye on this battle for a moment between Corbin and Captain for 9th. No, Captain yeah, captain's been fighting off the Rona, unfortunately, so he might not be feeling the greatest, and doing 69 laps around Willow Springs is a tough ask, so shout out to you, Captain.
Yeah, certainly he was saying just now before we started the race that he had little to no practice, so doing a great job there.
Well, me and Captain have been sharing the drive this season with the part-time driver, yeah, shout out to Captain. I absolutely despise this track, so I'm happy he's out there and not myself.
Yeah. And also worth mentioning with the registrations before midnight tonight for season 12, you can do a part-time drive with someone else. If you can't make every Sunday for racing, then why not every other Sunday and team up with someone?
Yeah, and that's really worked out well for me, Captain. Having busy times with work and family and that, so it's really helped us manage the between the racing and family life. So yeah, that part-time driver is a great option for some.
So Goat's still 4 seconds ahead with 2 laps to go. He's pretty much got it here. And Fixer Chris 18 seconds ahead of Zoo, who's 10 seconds ahead of Tate, who's done a fantastic job today. And worth mentioning, Pure Axle's just bringing up the rear of Tate here, and Tate is on fresh hards, Pure Axle on softs.
Yeah, so we had a very interesting battle at the start of the race between these two. Tate making it very hard for Pure Axle to get past, and now they've come together.
He's tapped his rear and Tate's gone a little wide. Up into Budweiser balcony, he's taken up the inside. Tate's still trying to fight it off. Both drivers going as close as they can, and still neck and neck. Something's going to happen here. Great driving from the pair of them. That's fantastic. Well done, guys. Awesome driving to take 2 abreast through there.
Yeah, definitely great driving there. Pure Axle on that superior soft tyre just helped him with that through those corners.
And those yet to race, just remember, if you finish on the softs, you can finish fast. So you see that from Pure Axle there, taking 4th spot.
As we come onto the final lap, Goat still 4 seconds ahead of Chris. Only a few corners to go.
Goat keeps down Wing's leg for the final time and through the sweeper. He'll be looking at that trophy as he comes around turn 9.
That's right. He comes through the last corner onto the main straight. And Pele Goat will take out the Division 1 championship here tonight. The youngest Division 1 championship winner, Goat, I believe only being 15 years old. As Chris comes alone in second. Great battle between those two all season. As we got Goat rounding out the last corner, he'll take out 3rd position.
Yeah, Zoo there in 3rd, Pure Axle coming around in 4th, and then Tate in 5th, who's had a fantastic day. Certainly done a great job here. Dragon doing well for the team championship in 6th there, and Stefko in 8th.
Yeah, Dragon's done really well tonight. During the early parts of the race, he was towards the back, so for him to finish in 6th, he's done great. Dale Teeks almost took it off him at the line. Dale Teeks crossed the line in 7th. DJ in 8th. Captain Lowside coming across the line in 9th, followed closely by Corbin for 10th. And KZ in 11th. Madruski in 12th. And rounding out the field is Wrestler in 13th. So there we have it. Division 1 Championship, Goat.
Yep, certainly the youngest champion Will-to-Will has had, and certainly the future of Will-to-Will. Fantastic driver, and also well done Fixer Chris for making it such a close battle. And look out in the future for the likes of Tate and Pure Axel when we come into season 12. Certainly showing some good skills there.
Yeah, that's right. Season 12 is going to be really amazing between the Div 1 Championship. As you said, Apex Humper returning. And you can never count out Pure Axel. Just see if I can get Goat or Chris into the lobby for a quick chat.
Yeah, certainly Goat's had a fantastic season, picking up all those wins, and well done to Pure Axel being the only other race winner. It's great.
Yeah, also like just to say thank you for everyone watching at home. If you did enjoy the stream, please hit that like button. And again, if you're looking to join Will-to-Will Racing for Season 12, you can register, head to our Facebook page and hit the Discord link. And you can join up there. And also another big shout out to our sponsors, Jade Finance Australia, BQS Group, AMS Excavations, 180 Embroidery, and Hybrid Ag.
Yeah, certainly. Sorry.
I was just going to say thank you to Herbal Green Tea for bringing us the visuals tonight. There you go. It's good to hear. And also to you, Havoc, for joining me in the commentary box.
Yep, thanks for having me. Certainly exciting finish to the season. It's nice to have it so close, and congratulations to Goat on winning his first championship. And yeah, look forward to next season.
Yeah, so I guess we'll sign out. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get Chris or Goat into the party chat, but be sure to join us back here at 7:30 in about 10 minutes' time for Division 2. I think it's another championship deciding race, so be sure to tune in at 7:30. So once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.